Big bros of the world, big bros of the world. You write the title and thumbnail. See what we talking about. I hope y'all ready to start showing up for yourselves. See, it's a lot of us, we ain't been showing up for ourselves. You know, it's August. It's finna be third quarter and we still giving ourselves the same excuses, the same pep talks we was giving ourselves 8 months ago before the year started. It's time to show up for yourself. It's time to lock in. It's time to put in the work that you ain't been putting in. It's time to grind hard and shine hard. It's time to start putting in that extra effort. It's time to start locking in, getting on your goals. Whatever you said you was gonna do in the beginning of the year, scratch all that out. It's time for you to start something and actually do it. That shit you wrote down before, you ain't really gonna do it. You just wrote some shit down that feel good. Guess what? It's time to really show up for yourself and do it. So let's throw that, whatever that is, throw that shit out the window, throw it away. We gonna start some shit right now. And when it's time for us to lock in. Because, see, a lot of us got all this doubt and these self-limiting beliefs because we continuously doing the same things we already doing. We not showing up for ourselves, plain and simple. We continuously doing things that ain't helping our purpose, ain't pushing our purpose. It ain't benefiting us in no way. We just doing things that is hurting us. Doing things that is messing up our health. Doing things that is hindering our mindset, hindering our body, hindering our health. Just doing things to do things. What type of surface level thinking do you think you gotta be on to be doing things like that? Just be doing things to do things. It's a lot of things and it's a lot of stuff you probably done told yourself and you ain't never did. You just been lying to yourself and you wonder why you don't believe people. See, you don't believe people because you haven't believed yourself. Because you never did nothing that you told yourself you was gonna do. Who's this dude? That's the type of meme we give you type of niggas. The surface level niggas. Like you gotta start showing up for yourself and giving yourself that evidence. You gotta start proving to yourself that you is great, that you are gonna do great things, that you're doing great things. But until you start proving to yourself that you doing things and you really on your purpose and you really on your grind, you're not gonna believe it. Of course, you're not gonna believe it because you're not doing it. The actions ain't showing it. You know it ain't gonna come out of thin air. So you really gotta grind. You can't. It's not time to slack off and start. No, it's not time to get a little lazy. Oh, no. It's time to push even harder. Put another throttle. Put another battery in your back. It's time to even go harder now. It's time to figure out how you can maintain what you maintaining and go hard at it 100% times 10. So what's that? 1,000? We need to go 1,000% then, my nigga. Plain and simple. Get to it, grind hard. That's all we got. It's like I said, it's finna be fourth quarter, and we got niggas still talking about the same thing in the first quarter. What's up? Is we really grinding? Is we really trying to get to it, or do we just like hearing ourselves talk? I think we just like hearing ourselves talk most of the time, and that's the sad reality that a lot of us is gonna be talkers, but if you is those people, then you can't be over here because we are the doers. We get into it. We grinders. You gotta get to it and you gotta grind hard. You gotta grind every day. You gotta show up every day. You gotta make sure you doing something every day. You know they say you need 7 sources of incomes to really sustain out here. And you know while inflation going up, the only people who getting inflated are the niggas that's not making over 6 figures. Not even, because you know it's the niggas getting inflated is something. So really it's the niggas who's not getting over 6 figures comfortably. Because there's some people who might get 6 figures, then they get taxed and the 6 figures is gone. So, you just gotta understand. But the rich ain't getting inflated. The money they was spending that either way, rather the inflation was happening or not. It's just the people. It's just the people who making that 110 or less. It's just those people who getting inflated. But see, we wouldn't be getting inflated if we was just on our purpose, on our grind. We wouldn't even notice it was an inflation because we grinding so hard. Our money getting put in and out. Our cash flow is ups. You might get a few downs, but the cash flow is up. That just comes with the business. You're going to have some downs with some ups, but as long as you got multiple sources and multiple cash flows, then it's willing to work something out correct. But a lot of us ain't trying to do that. A lot of us just trying to sit back. It amazes me. It amazes me how many of us want to have this extraordinary lifestyle by doing these normal, basic things. How can you have an extraordinary lifestyle doing normal things? I don't even think that correlate. You know, I'm pretty sure you gotta do some extraordinary things to get at that extraordinary lifestyle. And I'm pretty sure you gotta do some extraordinary work. I'm pretty sure it ain't just gonna fall in your lap. And if it did fall in your lap, good job to dads and your parents' money. But some of us ain't got it like that, and a lot of us really don't got it like that. But it all start with us. We gotta start showing up. Plain and simple, start doing. When you start doing, you start feeling better, and you start grinding even harder because now you realize and prove to yourself that you doing shit, my nigga. Like I always say, because if you ain't active, you definitely ain't attractive. You ain't grinding, you ain't shining. You too busy whining and crying. We really don't got time for that. We really don't got time for that because we too busy grinding, shining, active and attractive. Grind hard, shine hard, big bros.